Today, for dental professionals, it is a challenge just to operate, let alone worrying about the marketing and then your website. And then there's social media and all of that kind of thing. And it can get really hectic at times. And that's why we here at Dental Nachos are out to help you. We've been looking around, looking at places that are offering this and helping the dental community so we can help out. Hi, I'm Terry Brock for Dental Nachos, and we are now going to share with you something we found that we've been working with and has really helped us, particularly with Paul Goodman. Dr. Nacho, we affectionately call him. And he's been able to work with some folks that are helping enormously. They're over here at a place called Day One Advertising. We're right here on their website right now, and we're looking at this. Look at what they say. Delivering high value dental patients in as little as 30 days. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's saying a lot to say, okay, we can do it. But you know what? They back it up and they do it. And to find out how they do that and what they're doing with it, we've asked Jamie DiBease to come in. He's their marketing manager, or managing partner, I should say, and a chief strategist there. And he's joining us right now from his offices there. Jamie, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Terry. Glad to be here today. And yes, we do deliver new patients, high-value new patients, in as little as 30 days. We have a pretty good track record that I'm proud of. We are able to come in with dentists, come alongside them wherever they are in their marketing. And some may not even have any marketing. Come alongside them, figure out the best way to take them from where they are, developing a strategy, and then being able to execute on that strategy. And we keep coming back to it to make sure that it's working as best as possible. And there is no cookie cutter approach. So every dentist that we work with has an individualized plan.
Yeah, I like that. What you do and what you're famous for is really making sure you customize it, not just a one size fits all. Well, this
Yes.
worked before at that car shop, and this would work over here for the lumber company, and so we'll use the same thing for the dentist. No, no, no. You don't even do the same thing for each dentist. You look at it. But one of the things I particularly like about what you do and what your firm does is you have a comprehensive, integrated strategy to help people. Sometimes people say, well, I'll get my cousin Bernie over here to do the website. He's pretty good at that and he works cheap. But with all due respect to their cousin Bernie, he might not be the best person. Tell us a little bit about how you have a more integrated approach and how you're helping dentists with that.
Absolutely. That's a great question. We get that all the time. The main thing that we take a look at is we want to make sure that every piece of the marketing puzzle is working as best as possible. One of the main ingredients to that is certainly a website. And a lot of people today, when they get a website done, whether it's Cousin Bernie, as you mentioned, or maybe a very reputable company, the focus is really on what it looks like to the person reading it. That is important, but we also make sure the behind the scenes information is highly valuable for search engines. We then make sure that there's an extensive audit done of your online presence to make sure that there isn't anything hidden behind the scenes. And in some cases, if social media is warranted, we make sure that you have an active social media program, whether it's blogging, paid ads. Every piece of that puzzle, we want to put it together so that it's all working together. The best way I can think of it is the analogy used auto is everything is running on all cylinders.
Ooh, I like
Everything
it.
is interconnected, and when you don't have it all working together, it's not going to work as optimally. And so that's what we talk about with a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Yeah, I like that. You're putting it all together. Well, while we got you here, I know a lot of dentists watching this are wondering, okay, what is working today with social media?
Mhm.
And what are you seeing for the dental community? What are some of the highlights that you are seeing from the dentist you're dealing with that's working in today's environment with social media?
Sure. Social media is exactly what it says. It's intended to be social. And the most successful programs that we put into place have that social piece. We are seeing the dentists and their team sharing about their life, sharing that they go on vacation, sharing what happens in the office, sharing their anniversaries or birthdays, or giving us information that's not just clinical. Clinical is important, but on Facebook and on Instagram, it's more about the personal component where those that are following or those that are your fans or that have liked your page, they really are interested in knowing what you are about, what your team is about on that personal level. So we see a tremendous amount of success and engagement, as well as new patients coming about from social media when we are getting a lot of content coming from dentists. Those that are not willing to share about their personal lives, those are not willing to be participant in it, it gets a little challenging to make it highly successful. So social media is at its core social, and you have to tell people what you're comfortable with, at least about you and about your practice.
Yeah, I like the way you put that because it really is social. And too many times I think, well, I'm just going to blast a message out here. Well, that's not, we don't like to be blasted upon. And so why blast that out? But speaking of which, we've talked about the website and the importance of getting the right kind, doing it right, working with social media. Another component I know you work with and advise on is with email. Tell us a little bit about what you see working in email and what not is not working today.
Great. Well, email is a fantastic way of communicating in a one-directional sort of way. By you're sending information out to potential patients or even to patients. If that's all email is, then really all it's going to do is it's just going to end there. And what we look at is we look at developing automation systems for email. So anyone that is a current patient, you want to keep in touch with them. Maybe you don't expect them to respond through that email, but you want to keep in touch with them once a month, once every 5-6 weeks, something along those lines, where you're just letting them know that you care. And it's not a selling technique. It's a, here's what's going on, especially in the current environment with everything that's happening and things are changing. Here's what's happening at our practice. Here's what's different. But then also thinking about you'll have uh, people that'll contact you, whether it's through your website or maybe it's through social media or maybe even through paid ads, that aren't quite ready to schedule an appointment yet. Maybe they're still looking, maybe they're still in the evaluation phase, but they're willing to give you their email address. And so those people, we'll just call them patients in waiting. And so what we want to do is we don't want to forget about them. For whatever reason, they didn't complete the transaction. And as long as they give you their email address, we want to make sure that we're sending them something. So a lot of times what that looks like is sending them some content. Maybe you have an in-office brochure, or maybe you have something that they specifically were reaching out to, whether it's Invisalign or maybe even some sort of implant procedure. You now give them something that's a downloadable. And all you're doing in exchange for that is just saying, give us your email, we'll send it to you. That way you can keep in touch. And of course, we follow all the opt-in requirements that are necessary to do that. But those successful email programs really revolve around a consistent, regular submission and reaching out to your email list, which would be your patients.
I like that, the idea of consistency and also making sure they're integrated together. So you've got it all there. Well, one of the things that we know that you've put together is you've given us a way for people to get in touch with you. And tell us a little bit about the website and what they'll get when they go to this and the phone number.
Absolutely. So the website to go to is dentalmarketingdoneright.com and /nachos. We want to make sure all of our nacho friends are going to the right version of the website. On my website, you see a lot about me. You see a lot about why I'm working with dentists and the experiences that I've had. We know that a lot of dentists are frustrated. We know a lot of dentists just aren't sure who they can trust, or even in some cases they're doing the marketing on their own, but they're just not able to take it to the next level. And so we want to come alongside you and partner with you. You'll find information about that. You also find that if you want to schedule a call, there's a button on the website that you can schedule a call, pick a time. I'll be the one that speaks with you, or if you want, you can call directly at 856-245-5817, and you can reach right out with me. I'd be happy to talk with you and just talk. It's not a hard sell, really. We are not an agency that is interested in hard sell. We really want to partner with dentists and help them grow their practices with new patients.
We're talking with Jamie DiBease. He is a person that has helped many dentists. And you're watching this, think about how you can improve your marketing, getting someone to do it who knows the dental community, knows what works, and does it in an integrated way. They can help you a lot. Jamie, thank you for being with us today. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much, Terry.
And on behalf of the Dental Nachos team, I'm Terry Brock, and thank you for joining us today.